What's up, guys? Just wanted to kind of show you a little customization I did on the manga spawn. So I just did it today. Super easy process, and I think it turned out pretty good. So here's the final product, and it's a very simple thing to do. So I will kind of take you through the process. So unfortunately, I already did it, so I can't show you actually in the moment, but I'll kind of just run through what happened. So obviously, this is manga spawn. If you recall, right, it's pretty basic, pretty plain. You just have a plain blue, a plain red, some silver, and that's basically it, right? So it's funny, the sculpt looks great, but the figure itself kind of looks cheap just because there's no paint application. So when I first got it, I decided that I was going to black wash it first. So I decided to do just a little black wash and see what that would do to it. So and it looked okay. It didn't look great, but it looked better. So that's how I started. And then just today, I decided, you know what? Adding some silver highlights to the blue might really bring out the detail and the sculpt, but also could make it just look more realistic and better. So, and I think it worked. So I'll show you kind of what happened. So originally, like I said, I black washed it first. And then what I decided to do is the silver highlights. So how you do this, so this is the paint I used. So I used just acrylic paint, shimmering silver, one of my favorite paints. That's pretty affordable. So use it, used a big brush. Basically all I did is I got silver on it and I dabbed it on a paper towel. And what you want to do is it's all about how much you put on it. So I dabbed it with a paper towel quite a few times. The goal at the end is to basically not have any paint from the brush on the paper towel for the most part, right? So it's almost like clear. So what you'll do is you do that, and then you can start applying it. So you can find certain spots, and you're basically just gonna brush, little bits over the top of it, just really lightly. So that's why you want to have barely any paint on the brush itself, because the goal is not to make it silver. The goal is to highlight the edges and those little details. So that is what I did. So I did a silver, so that's silver over the top. You get close, and then, right, and that might be too close. Right, so silver. I even did the reds and those details so you can see little spots, a little silver around the edges, right, just to make it look less plastic-like. And so yeah, so you can kind of see there. And then afterwards I did another black wash. So I did a black wash over the top, and then dried off any of the excess that I needed. But right, the black wash just makes even the silver look great, right? So the shoulder looks better. All the weapons with the black wash look much more detailed and better quality. As you can see, right, so the silver, right, looking really good there. Right, so that's all you're doing. You're barely putting any silver on it at all, right? But you're putting enough on it just to make the details pop and make it look more like like a robot. So quick. So that was quick. It shouldn't take you very long if you want to do it. If you have a manga spawn or you see one discounted and you decided not to buy it, give it a shot, buy it, and yeah, do some custom work on it. Like I said, this is probably the simplest way I've found without doing a whole repaint. Because yeah, it really didn't take much time at all. Probably, let's see, 10 minutes maybe to put the silver on the figure, and then 5-10 minutes to put the black wash on it. Then you just have to let it dry. Then I used a rag to kind of clean off the excess black wash after it dried. And then I did actually seal mine, so I just used a spray Mod Podge and just put a little thin coat on there just because I do have paint on it, that's silver. I didn't want it to scrape off or anything like that. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed kind of the talk through of the figure. But like I said, here it is. I think it looks much better. So if that's something you want to do, I'm all about kind of sharing ideas and best practices, and I like to do things quick and efficiently. So what's the easiest for everybody to have a product look pretty good. So there you go. Thank you all so much. If you haven't seen, I got some reviews. I got my new workstation posted on YouTube and a few other things coming. So thank you all so much. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will continue to put out videos. Thank you all so much.